Mobility as a platform is really relevant now for businesses because we are changing the cost frontier. This is happening in three particular ways. The first is the sharing economy is creating lower cost modes of transportation for people and goods to move through our urban contexts. The second is electrification. And the third is we're creating new modes and services. All of these create the opportunity to reduce the costs at which businesses can interact with their customers, whether it be to attract new customers, whether it be to embellish the customer loyalty and the customer experience, and last but not least, to change their operations platforms and rethink their business models. So the first area in the framework is around using mobility as a customer acquisition platform. Uber in London alone has over 3 million customers. Lyft in North America had over 30 million customers in 2018. Businesses who are looking to attract people who have disposable income and spending power should be thinking about working with the platforms to attract these customers to their own businesses. Examples of this in real life today are already new entrants like Cargo, which is using Uber as a distribution channel for selling confectionery, for selling beverages and perhaps small electronic items as well. The second area in the framework is around how mobility can be used by businesses to improve customer loyalty and the customer experience. We see this in our work where online merchants are using unused taxi capacity to manage return logistics of goods that customers have purchased but want to return. We have also seen beverage suppliers like Diageo use Uber Eats or Deliveroo to provide alcoholic beverages and create touchpoints with people, with their consumers in their homes in a manner that has not been possible until very recently. So the third area for businesses to consider, and perhaps the closest to home, is using mobility to change their operations. There's two ways to think about it. The first is direct. As a business, do I run and operate my own fleet, or can I get it on demand at a lower cost at certain times of the day or certain times of the year? The second perhaps is probably subtler but more impactful. And here's where the consideration of system economics comes in. By way of example, the US healthcare system spends $150 billion every year because of the cost of missed appointments. If the business was to subsidize some of that transportation cost, a significant amount of overhead in terms of missed patient care responsibility in terms of nurses and doctors could have been avoided. And this is how we should think about mobility as an operations platform in aggregate. It's not just the direct costs. The indirect costs are probably more substantial. Transportation in our cities is changing rapidly and will continue to do so for the next few years. Businesses that can capitalize on this megatrend will benefit from significantly expanded markets and, crucially, sustainable increases in their profitability.